on just some reminders about how we actually get our videos out to our client or to the public. So this is a working art file, just like an Illustrator file or Photoshop file. You can send that to your clients and they may pay to where they want it regardless, but they can only open it if they have a subscription to Adobe, right? Because these are like nice pieces of software that can do pretty advanced things. So the trade-off, when you're doing a flattened image is maybe you give them a JPEG or you give them a PNG. With After Effects and motion graphics or videos, we give them different type of movie files that we have to render out, where it takes all of this that we have told it to look like and do and produces a video out of that. So we have a few different options. We can do videos, render them natively inside of After Effects, and then we can also render them outside of After Effects using a media encoder. So I'm going to show you two different options. One of those is rendering it inside After Effects. So very, very easy. And again, now let me just remind you, this is like a links window to me. It's called projects and it's got everything that's linked out or that I've brought into link inside my project. This down here is your timeline, but it also becomes where you can see different compositions. So this little icon or even these different items, you can get them open in different windows that may kind of drive you kind of crazy. You can always close them. Your different compositions with this little kind of film reel looking, those can also get opened and that can get confusing. They're just tabs. You can close them. You can always open them. So they're there. So play around till that feels comfortable. Then when you want to render these out, because again, our client can't open up this .aep file. Let me get to one of them. So I've got a few. They can't open up this .aep file unless they have a subscription to the software. So we need to give them a movie. The easiest one is just exporting and going right into the internal render queue. We get a few more options if we use the external Adobe Media Encoder queue, which is just another rendering software. So we get a few more options with that. So one of our main options in the internal, and I can always delete. These are different versions of just what I'm trying to render at the time. There's 3 properties we want to check on. Our main settings. These look good to me. Our main file type. So right now this H.264 is the main one. These things adapt and change as different files become more widely used. That's my main for this. And then where is it going? You need to know that. So like I can say here, and I'll just call this 2 so I know it's a different version. It's going to kick it out as a .mp4 file. Hit save. Now it doesn't actually render. We need to force it to render this out from my render queue. Again, here's all my layers. Here's my render queue. I can hit this, which would be great if it had some visual hierarchy with like a green button, but it does not. And then when it's done, I can go find that. Let's go into, I think I was right in here. Yep, there's my number 2. And then this is just kind of a regular video that plays. I can upload this to YouTube. They're relatively easy to send to people and they can see them with like a regular like play button. The other thing is often we want what they call an animated GIF, which automatically plays on the internet. Now, these are not big animations. You're not doing cartoons as animated GIFs. They're just little repetitive looping motion graphics on the internet. Okay, so where do we get to that? Same spot as before, except this time instead of the internal render queue, we're going to use the external media encoder. Click on that, let it open. And you're like, well, what's even happening here? Give it a minute. It's going to add it. Oh, there it is. We have the same 3 things. What type of file? This is where we get our option to choose animated GIF. If yours is not there, change it to the animated GIF. Hit OK. Oh, I didn't even need that one because that's just coming back in with the same animated GIF file. And then where is it going? So again, where are we? Let's call this one, what do we call the other two? Animated GIF for web use, just to make it really, really obvious. And it's going to be this dot GIF. Hit save. Again, we got to force it to render. It doesn't just do that with the save. Little button, start, let it do its thing, and then go back and check your work. So let's get back in there now. And here it is. And you can see it just automatically plays. It doesn't need any kind of additional software to play. And in addition to that, you can control click or right click and preview in a browser like Safari, and it'll just play. Whereas you can't necessarily do that with the other if they don't have like the software to play the video. So I hope this helps and clarifies a few things. Let me know if you have any questions.